First off, I would like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, because I think I will be posting this on Christmas. Well, we celebrate it in Sweden on the 24th. And then a big shout out to the old manufacturers who did the product called Snow Grips. It's helped me a few times to get up the hill to the house. It's this kind of spider thing you easily can mount on your tire. A lot easier to work with than snow chains and stuff like that. And the other day the old Skoda dragged me all the way up the hill, even if it scraped the belly of the car in the snow all the way up. It might be a little hard on the machine and on the car. It vibrates a lot using these, but they are so easy to take on and off. Taking them off is a little tricky when you're by yourself, because you need to have the alignment right to be able to fold them up and remove them, and the procedure to mounting them is pretty much the reversal, so very easy. Now back to the forest machines. With the loadflex cargo support mounted, I looked at getting a little grease into some of the joints on them. Turned out quite a few of these grease fittings are damaged, and that wouldn't be that big of a deal. I replaced some of them, but they were also stuck. I wanted to fold them out to see, and here all of a sudden one came out on itself. It was a little too close for comfort, but I got lucky once more. Replaced some more grease fitting, and I would estimate like half of them. It does not want to get any grease into them. I know there are some vitalizers for forcing some lubrication into them. I might look at buying one. Right now I'm looking into if it's possible to borrow one at somewhere, but have not gotten any luck with that yet. And if I can't get these sorted out, this one actually has the gas struts in it that they all had at one point, but most of them are either dead or not working, so it requires a little force to get it out. If I can't get any grease in there, I will just keep running. They live on borrowed time anyway, and will probably go to some scrap recycling in not too far distant future. And there has been snowing lately also, so that needs to be sorted. My dad wanted to add a little bit of welding to the load supports just to stop them from moving side to side. Holding them down, it will be held down by the bolts themselves, but I had removed that brain for the fire suppression to not cause any accidents, and he can weld all he wants. I kept working on trying to clean out and see if it would be possible to get any grease into the joints, but that didn't go well. Had scraped out the old grease. It was closer to dirt a little bit in. First little part was more grease-like, and then it was like it was dirt in there, so who knows how many years these have been off the machine, and they have been just laying around. We tightened up all the bolts firmly on the load supports. Here I missed the video where we had to fold up because I couldn't get the machine out, but my dad had a little metal pipe and helped push it, and I was up there pulling on it. It was quite hard to get them up by hand, a lot harder than I thought it would be actually. One side I left folded out because I could still get the machine out, and then we use the help of some hydraulic muscle to get them back upright for now. Hopefully it will be mainly folded out later on if the machines actually start producing. There's the locks for them. One of them kind of refused to go up. It's something jamming in there. I'm not sure if it's at a joint or something else, but instead of trying to grab it with the grapple, we had attached a strap to have a good grip. And my dad had also figured out or welded a little extra safety on the where we had changed those spring washers earlier for the, and then it was on to putting the chains on to actually get it to have any traction in the snow. We used the machine to lift them out and spread them out, and then they were dragged onto the wheels. Here I have a little bit of issues on the rear. They are a little bit, I've changed some of the locks on them to kind of shorter locks to tighten them up a little, but they're still a little bit slack, and I don't think it's even possible to buy shorter locks for it. Options to be to remove one section, but then all of a sudden I would need very long locks, so they are still tighter than when we used it last year, so I still have, it will probably be run like this winter, but still a little bit annoying. And we're using that tensioner my dad built. It's not very easy to use. I'm actually having a few ideas how to make something that should work a little simpler. We'll see if I get around to that. If so, I'll update on that later. So that took us some time. We called it a day after we had done the rear section. I actually have a few electrical things I've looked at that will be in the next video. Here you can hear like a jet engine going. It's actually the harvester that's idling to warm up while we did one of the front sides on the forwarder. And the sound was really bad for some reason for a while, so turn that way down. Well, there will be a update with a few electrical things in the next few days. So once again, Merry Christmas. Hope you have a good holiday.